Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is noun phrase 156. The noun phrase today is a king's ransom. Okay, let's take a look at the note here. If someone says that something costs a king's ransom, it means it costs an extremely large amount of money. It tends to be used a little bit more in British English than in American English, which would make sense because the British have kings and queens. Okay, good. The origin of this phrase comes from the Middle Ages or medieval times. And it literally referred to an actual sum of money that was demanded in order to get back a king that was held as a prisoner. They say during the Middle Ages, it was common to kidnap important or influential people during wars and demand money for, their return, or his or her return. Since a king was considered to be the wealthiest, he would require the highest price. Okay, one famous case was the English King Richard I was captured by the Duke of Austria. It took 100,000 pounds of silver to get his release. So this happened at one time. So it literally came from, kings being kidnapped and then demanding money for it. So it was a king's ransom. So nowadays somebody might say something may take or cost a king's ransom. All right, and here's just 3 examples that we will use. Example number 1. I would love to live in that high-class neighborhood, but it would cost a king's ransom to get one of these houses. Okay. Or number 2 here, they say, I really want one of those fancy sports cars, but I am not willing to pay a king's ransom for it. Yeah, that's another way we use it. We might say that you're not willing to pay a king's ransom. And number 3 here, it will cost a king's ransom to sign him to a multi-year contract. Well, obviously, either this is maybe a sports star or somebody that you want to sign for a lot of years that requires a very, very high price. So, okay, anyway, I hope you got it. I hope you found it informative. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.